It is a snowy afternoon in upstate New York as you get a look inside Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Grant on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
That this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now.
And 10 at the 24-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
Makes the score Bills 7, Dolphins nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this is where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously,
and they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So it just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 2nd down, Tua. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this ball's going to be touched down just shy of midfield.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the Dolphins' 48-yard line.
Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle back in Zelari.
It is a snowy afternoon in upstate New York as you get a look inside Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. Able to find his running back, Geis. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that, second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, this is Geis. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
49, 49,
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Oh, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the Bills' 17-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Darius Geis.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Tua going to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray. Being chased out left. He'll run it. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards there and a first down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. From the gun, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Give him 9 on the play. And the Bills will move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
And some room to work. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis. For an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. First down, Murray. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
50 wants the mic. 50 wants the mic. It's a party now.
Now Murray off play action. Short throw to Disley, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Murray to air it out again. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
1st down and goal to go.
They run here with Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary with his 16th touchdown of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7, Dolphins nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He'll check it down to Geis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. They're running it. 58, right over there. Mike, 58, right there.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Complete to number
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12.
Number 26.
Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Going deep here for Watkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Returnable for Grant. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a 1st down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Quick hitter here, it's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Tua sets up to pass it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking to pass. Tua. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
For the field goal, a 51-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
51, Mike 51. Time to go, night.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off. Murray fighting, lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Shotgun now from Murray. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike 51. Silver.
To throw again, Murray. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Murray now on first down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And Murray, he's going to run with it himself. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Murray. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he stopped at the 44. It's also a gain of 4. And now it's 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. And what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Just 21 yards on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. Now a timeout.
Complete to
7 seconds left in the first half.
A 51-yard gain. And the Dolphin 1st down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Here's Tua. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2.
The 1st down pass. Intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
A final shot before half from Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow is still continuing to fall as we are back underway. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Emmanuel Agba picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
On second down, Singletary. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Singletary again, and this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Here comes Grant on the return, and he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Off to Geis on the screen. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll run with Geis. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. On play action, it's Murray. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Off the bootleg, Murray. They'll roll him out right. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they...
And he loses the football a second time. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, all these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. Following the fumble recovery, Murray. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
The 6-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Murray. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Will Disley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Bills 14. Dolphins 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Complete to
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Dolphins' 36-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He's got the first down inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Check 50, check 50.
From the gun, Murray. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Christian Wilkins in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, this will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
And goal.
Murray now to throw. Flush to his right. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th. We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
And 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
That's the way. 49 the mark. 49 the mark. In your face. Check.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards, a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Geis. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
58 to line. 58 to line. Go. At 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
This is Geis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
3-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Tua going to throw. Caught left side, Williams. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. On the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 4th quarter in Philadelphia. And the Eagles have scored again now to extend their lead. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to skip the ball.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
You ain't going nowhere. Mike 51, Mike 51. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And the Bills will move the chains.
At the 23-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Singletary. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run, the best runs for the top running back. those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On third down, they go with Singletary. And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or 2 short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
4th down and 1. Today's final score.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to